puzzle, I picked it up from the leechess.org, and the author asks the question, should we take with the queen on c6? Is this a brilliancy or is this a blunder? Or should we consider more tamed maneuvers like just simply going into the rook's trades and simplifying the game? So we just simply need to calculate, and it is incredibly attractive to figure out something like queen to c6, because it may be making you to looking at the back rank issues of the black king. So if we take the knight, assuming we calculate to the very point that queen takes back, rook takes, and the other rook takes, and they have to drop the bishop to block the check from the rook, and then bishop to b3, we might say that actually it's going to be very advantageous materially. Let's just get there quickly so we're having a clear picture. And after this check, obviously black has to block with the bishop. And we might say, yeah, sure, bishop to b3, and we're going to winning the bishop. They can't defend with nothing. The queen can't get to defend the bishop, and we practically ending up with winning also the bishop, delivering checkmate, or simply having more material. Well, that's not it, because white is supposed to actually calculate one step forward. And if we got to this point, even before we actually move the pieces, we might get ourselves in a little bit of a very uncomfortable situation after. Queen goes to c1, checks the king has to play over to h2, and now we're actually facing the big dilemma with the queen c7, and that is a check on the king and forks the rook. So I'm not sure what exactly is supposed to do here, white, but we are going to lose at this stage, because after king plays out of check or blocks, or whichever way you choose to respond to this, queen takes the rook, and actually queen and bishop versus those two minor pieces, completely winnable for black. So let's just go back a little bit. So one seemingly incredibly attractive idea ends up in a disaster for white if we have it envisaged correctly. Whereas rook takes on d8, and rook takes on d8, and rook takes on queen takes. By the way, queen can't take, because then the white queen takes on c6, so knight has to take. This position is way more sustainable for white, because we're continuing with queen to c3, and whether they choose to trade or not, the situation is slightly positive for white, but definitely playable.